Creation of the Present Universe, Part 2. The Part 1 of this chapter ended with some of the verses we are dealing with from the Holy Quran regarding the creation of the present universe. Now we will continue with the remaining verses. The next verse is from chapter 46, verses 2 and 3. First, Arabic. Tanzilul Kitabe Minallahil Azizil Hakim Ma khalaqna samawati wal arda wa ma baynahuma illa bil haqqi wa ajalin musamma wallazina kafaru amma unziru mu'ridun. Translation. The revelation of the book, that is this Quran, is from God, the Almighty, the All-Wise. We created not the heavens and the earth and all that is between them, except with true purpose, and for a specified period. But those who disbelieve turn away from that whereof they are warned. This verse is informing us about two things. 1. God has created the heavens and the earth and what is between them for a true purpose. 2. Our universe has been created for a specific time period. This is mentioned in Quran as Ajalin Musamma. These two concepts have been very well explained by a renowned Islamic scholar, Maulana Maududi, while explaining verse 8 of chapter 30, which is called Surah Rum. He says, in this sentence, two more arguments have been given for the hereafter. It says that if man makes a deep observation of the system of the universe, he will see two things very outstanding about it. First, that the universe has been created with the truth. It is not a plaything of a child, which he might have made to amuse himself, and whose making and unmaking might be meaningless. But it is a serious system whose every particle testifies that it has been created with great wisdom. Its each component has a law underlying it, and everything in it has a purpose behind it. Man's whole social and economic life and all his sciences and arts are a witness that whatever man has done in the world became possible only because he was able to discover the laws working behind everything and the purpose for which it was made. Had he been placed as a puppet in a lawless and purposeless toy house, no science and no civilization and social life could be conceived. Now, how does it stand to reason that the wise being who has created this world with such great wisdom and design, and who has placed in it a creation like man, who is endowed with great mental and physical capabilities, powers and authority, freedom of action and choice, moral sense, and entrusted with unlimited means and resources of the world, would have created him without a purpose and design. That man would live a full life involving both goodness and evil, justice and injustice, virtue and vice, and end up in the dust, and his good and evil acts will not bear any fruit, that each act of man will influence his own life as well as the lives of thousands of other men like himself and countless other things in the world for good or for evil, and the whole record of his life activity will be just set aside after his death without accountability. The other thing that becomes apparent after a deep observation of the system of the universe is that nothing here is immortal. Everything has an age appointed for it after attaining which it dies and expires. And the same is the case with the universe as a whole. All the forces that are working here are limited. They can work only till an appointed term, and they have inevitably to run out in time. And this system has to end, In the ancient days, the philosophers and scientists who said that the Word was eternal and everlasting could have their way, due mainly to lack of knowledge. But modern science almost definitely has cast its vote in favor of the God worshippers in the debate that had been going on since centuries between them and the atheists regarding the eternal and the temporal nature of the Word. Now the atheists are left with no leg to stand on. They cannot claim on the basis of reason and knowledge that the Word has existed since eternity and will exist forever, and there is going to be no resurrection. The ancient materialistic creed rested on the belief that matter was indestructible, only its form could be changed. But after every change, matter remained matter, and no increase or decrease occurred in its quantity. Therefore, it was inferred that this material world had neither a beginning nor an end. But now the discovery of the atomic energy has demolished the entire materialistic edifice. Now it has come to light that energy changes into matter and matter changes back into energy, with the result that nothing persists, neither form nor appearance. The second law of thermodynamics has proved that this material world has neither existed since eternity nor will last till eternity. It certainly began in time and has to end in time. Therefore, it is no longer possible to deny the hereafter, even according to science. And obviously, when science has surrendered, how will philosophy stand to deny the hereafter? Now the next verse, first in Arabic. This is from chapter 51, verse 47. وَالسَّمَاءَ بَنَيْنَاهَا بِأَيْدٍ وَإِنَّا لَمُوسِعُونَ. Translation: With power did we construct the heaven, and verily we are continuously expanding it. This verse informs us that our universe is not static, as was previously understood. Rather, it is continuously expanding. The scientific investigation has also confirmed it. Next verse from Holy Quran. This is from chapter 41, verses 11 and 12. First, Arabic. ثم استوى إلى السماء وهي دخان فقال لها وللأرض ائتيا طوعا أو كرها قالتا آتينا طائعين فقضاهن سبع سماوات في يومين وأوحى في كل سماء أمرها وزينا السماء الدنيا بمصابيح وحفظا ذلك تقدير العزيز العليم. Translation: Then turned he to the heaven, and it was smoke, and said unto it and unto the earth, Come both of you, willingly or loth. They said, We come obedient. Then he ordained them 7 heavens in 2 days, and inspired in each heaven its mandate. And we decorated the nearest heaven with lamps, and rendered it inviolable. That is the measuring of the mighty, the knower. This verse tells us that God created this universe with the energy of His words ex nihilo, which means out of nothing. And then the first stage was smoke-like state. It signifies the emergence of matter, which was in gas-like state. As we know, matter has 3 states: gas, liquids, and solid. Then God divided it into 7 units, that is, 7 heavens and the 7 earths. In each unit, there is only one place where life is possible, termed as the earth of that unit. The unit for our trial, accountability and gradation is termed as the nearest heaven, called Sama al-Dunya in Quran, that is, the observable universe.